Hey everyone, thank you for joining me on my all-new home yoga practice sessions called On This Mat with Shivani. The first series that we're going to be practicing is called the Body Positivity series, in which I'll be attempting to help you understand how to make your first movement with the body and ease you into a practice which will be using a lot of props. Now, if you want to continue on this journey with me, you have to understand you're practicing a very different form or a different style of yoga called a Yin Restorative style. These props are actually very home friendly, very travel friendly as well. In my bio, I will be sharing how to develop these props or a little kit for yourself, but that's very little worry for you. The good news is that these are just 10 to 15 minute practice sequences which will once again make you feel comfortable, especially if you've never practiced, if you want to practice for the first time, if you feel you have a lot of body limitations and stiffness in your spine, or if you're facing any other hormonal or other issues which intimidates you to really get on the mat. So yoga is not about doing a headstand, it's not about doing any acrobatic movements, it's really about finding that form of yoga which really suits you. These props are actually going to make your life very simple and help you access the asanas in many variations that I will be teaching. For now, let's begin with episode number 1. In this series, you will need the following props: a yoga bolster, yoga bricks, yoga blankets, a cotton yoga belt, rolled yoga mat. Alright, let's begin the practice. In this posture, thread the needle, come on tabletop, make sure that your palms are under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips. Now taking a breath, lifting your left arm up, thread it under your right arm. Make sure that your ear is pressed onto the floor and you press into your left arm to get a nice length in the deltoid. Breathing again in this posture, 6 to 8 breaths. If you feel comfortable in any of these postures, you could challenge yourself to move on to 8 to 12 breaths. As you stay still in the posture and complete those 6 to 8 breaths, now press into the palm and lift up. Moving on to the other side, lifting your right arm up, opening your chest and threading your right arm under the left, your ear to the ground. Once again, repeat those cycles in your breath. Press your feet onto that rolled mat. If there's any discomfort, stay in the posture, and whenever ready, press into your palm that's giving you support and lift up, back into tabletop. Moving on to the next posture, the downward facing dog. Let's begin with planting a rolled mat first, and then placing a bolster vertically over it. If you notice, I've got a folded blanket for under my knees and I've tucked my toes in and planted my feet easily on a rolled mat, once again to ease a beginner in a sense of comfort. Always adjust your props in a way that are comfortable for your height. Once you do that, plant your palms onto the roll mat in front of you, which will protect your wrists. Gently lifting up, placing your feet or the soles of your feet on the mat behind you, pedal your way into the downward facing dog or Adho Mukha Svanasana, warming your legs up. Once you feel comfortable, let's find a stability in this posture and find a way to relax and ease into the posture for a good 8 to 12 breaths. Press your wrists against that mat and lengthen from the side of the body, making sure you're pressing your upper thighs back and your heels are planted well onto the mat. With this action, draw your navel into the spine and lift that tailbone up towards the sky, bringing your forehead down onto the bolster. The idea is to stay in the posture still, so that bolster under your head is going to help you stay in it for much longer. And once you have a nice soft padding, your mind will start relaxing on its own. A beautiful length in the spine, a great warm up for your legs, and gentle easing of the mind with that bolster. If you want to challenge yourself, once again, let me tell you, you can move on to good 15 to 20 breaths or 2 to 3 minutes in this posture. Whenever you're ready, drop your knees down and press back into a child's pose and relax the lower back. The next posture is all about relaxing the arms, because Adho Mukha Svanasana could have a little effect on straining your arms and shoulders. So quick warm up for your rotator cuff, releasing those muscles in your arms as well. This is a great way to do that using a cotton yoga belt. Be as interested as the dog next to me. Now hold that belt in front of you and find a distance between your palms which is comfortable. Tug onto the belt like you're trying to tear the belt from the center. Once you're ready, see the rotations that I'm doing in this video. Do about 3 to 5 with me. Once you feel you warmed up nicely, you can also reduce the distance between your palms and challenge yourself. Try that for another 3 to 5 repetitions. And once this warm-up of your upper back and shoulders has been done, you can keep the belt on the side to move into the final posture and relaxation. In your final posture, we're going to need a folded blanket for under your neck, a roll mat for under your chest, and a bolster for under your knees. As you sit back, you're going to attempt to open your chest up and put the end of your rib cage onto the edge of that yoga mat. Planting your shoulders comfortably on the floor and lengthening your neck on a nice soft padded blanket. That bolster has to come under your knees, and the idea is to flop your knees or your feet open so that the lower back relaxes. The beauty of any of these postures is that there's work happening while you're relaxing in it. So make sure your end relaxation is always 3 to 5 minutes minimum. When you're in your relaxation, the idea is to start with synchronizing your breath, finding a softness in your abdomen, melting away on that mat, and making sure that your inhale and exhale for now is equal. Open your arms out, palms out. Find the space that makes you comfortable. Find that connection with the earth. That beautiful opening in the chest is inviting all that oxygen. So do breathe deep. Smooth, soft exhalations. Deep, slow inhalations. Feel comfortable to finish your 5 to 7 minutes and increase it if you're feeling fatigued on a certain day. I'm going to leave you for now. But thank you so much for joining me on this practice session, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. For regular video updates, you could subscribe to my YouTube channel and of course press the bell icon. You could also follow me on my Instagram and Facebook handles. And do remember, this is real yoga for real people.